those of you on Instagram. All right, guys. Hello. I wanted to answer a question live that actually came in through our customer service, and that's actually at yourhealthcoachbiz.com. A coach asked specifically, what can I do with this program? Do I use this as a course? Do I break down the guide? How do I even do this? So I wanted to actually just show you this in real time. What I've realized the other day is I can talk and kind of show you in theory, but the thing I want to always share with you guys is exactly what I did with Rachel's Wellness, because there's very limited time in your day. If you are doing this, of course, full time, you have limited time because you're working with people one-on-one. If you're in a 9-to-5, you are now doing this at your off time, which is really the time where you usually chill. And that's like nighttime, or you're working on your business on the weekends. And I get this because my kids were super little when I started. So what we try to save you is that time. Keep in mind that we can all go into perfection. We can all say, how am I going to build this out as a course? The platforms that I love, that I see a lot of coaches be able to use with ease, one, it's practice better. Two, I always say, keep it super simple, especially if you are in the beginning of your business. You don't need to build out an entire step-by-step course. Just because you maybe have logged into courses that are step-by-step and there's 8 little steps, in the course, doesn't mean that that's exactly how you have to deliver your content. So I just want to break down how simple it would be to use this. If you are doing this in Practice Better, there are actually, and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to kind of backstep, because the majority of our programs have, well, actually, not all of them, I would say the ones that we've done lately have PowerPoints with it. So number one is that you have the template for the PowerPoint for 2 core PowerPoints. Right here, if you want it very easily without overthinking, you can, of course, make an entire template just like this. You can save as template. You can also, of course, do a new presentation. I'm going to show you how easy this is. And if you wanted to copy, let me show you. Copy. Let's make this easy. And guys, this is all just stuff that you learn from just trying to figure it out on your own. So right here, I'm going to paste. And all of a sudden, I have, the material right there. I can go in and pull from material that I want, of course, from the guide. So let me show you that example. Right here, we have the guide. If you did want to break this down into a mini course, whether it's automated for your one-on-one, whether it's to make your one-on-one more seamless, or whether it's to build out a course, break down and say, what would I want these components to be? Keep in mind, though, that this PowerPoint, not the one we were just moving, but this one has everything here. So it's safe to say that if you wanted to expand more on topics in the PowerPoint, you can copy and paste that and say, like, step 1, and go through a certain amount of PowerPoints, stop the video, create a new video, without even making yourself crazy. I'm not a great designer. When I came to my business, I didn't even know how to make a Word document pretty. We have team members to do this, because this is not my zone of genius. My zone of genius is really being able to express to my ideal client with very specific details, pain points, problems, solutions. And the program is the structure that allows me to do what I really need to do: create visibility, create awareness, talk about these signs of hormonal imbalance, use the business folder in this program to be able to actually get people to say, wow, I see this person visible. I see this person stepping out different than anyone else. So I'm going to hire this person. So right here, you can teach the entire program on these 2 PowerPoints. Our 4-month reboot or retune your hormones has, step-by-step PowerPoints. There is enough information, guys, like I said, that even this one part talking about autoimmune, you can of course cover this. You can also share your screen when you're creating these videos and also cover the actual guide. What I did in my one-on-one business, because I really listened to people, where were they getting stuck? It's the same thing when we say we're planning out our course. It's like, you don't just plan out the course because you throw a bunch of PowerPoints together, or you're like, oh, I think this is great and it's gonna make a win. Wins happen with our clients in no matter what setting we have or how we deliver our materials, when we're really thinking about the obstacles for our ideal client. So walk with me right here. We have, and I'm gonna just show you IGers. I'm gonna move my phone over. We have right here tons. I mean, that's 19 pages of information that you can make little videos. You can do this on loom.com. It's free. You can do this on zoom.com for under 40 minutes. It's free with the meeting version. You can, of course, if you so desire, use a platform like I'm using, which is StreamYard, and pay a little more money. But if you're doing this where you're screen sharing videos, there's no point unless to use StreamYard. You're just simply recording the videos. So I am all for Zoom. I'm all for Loom or Zoom because they're free. Right here, there's so much information that if you wanted to make a video where you just talked about the roots of imbalance, don't stress. I'm just going to show you how simple. See how there's so much in here? There's so much that you can talk about. All you need to do is, of course, do pre-recorded videos on these entire on the entire 2 PowerPoints. Keep in mind that if you wanted to stop and make them mini, you can also say, hey guys, in part 1, there's going to be a few sections. And remember, think about the goal. Think about what you want to accomplish. Is this for your one-on-one? If it's for a self-paced course, great. Take them in baby mini 5-minute. So you're going to talk about how to download your materials, what you're going to need. You may want to have another video on talking about your own favorite supplements. This is exactly what I did. I'd be like, guys, here's supplement number 1. This is my favorite company. Here's supplement number 2. Here's my favorite company. So that I thought in the process of this person either working with me one-on-one, the same exact program being also applicable to a self-paced course, the same exact program also being applicable to a group, live, self-paced, live face-to-face, or live actually in a group. It's actually breaking it down into these mini chunk down steps because getting healthy is overwhelming. I really hope that what you kind of learning from this is so many coaches these days in this current 2021 are getting overwhelmed in platforms. Like, what platform should I do? How can I break this down, instead of just slowing down and saying, wow, if I actually did a little video on each slide. Option 1, like I said, record 2 big master classes, but then also think, in a world where our clients know everything, how to make it easier. Break it down. Talk about what is that nutrition that you need to have at your fingertips for snacks for hormone. Show somebody actually how to master their mindset when they're really overwhelmed. Show them actually what you do in your own life. And if you're nervous, to, of course, talk to a camera face to face, get over the nervousness, because this is your client and they're going to continue in your customer life cycle, which means they're going to work with you on this program and they're going to say, it was so incredible to have these videos where, like, you really brought me into your life and you showed me by example how to keep going. What is the next step that I can work with you? They just instantly upsold themselves. What does that mean? They just said, wow, this was so helpful. This was so mind-blowing. Whether it's, again, self-paced course, you can still take each of those as a template. Video on number 1, video on number 2, video on number 3, video on number 4, breaking down even what are the simplest ways to take your supplements? How do you figure out how to implement all of this without feeling overwhelmed? Guys, come out of everything that's being pushed to you, which is it needs to be on this perfect platform, and come back to thinking, if this person works with me, where are they going to get stuck? Where are they having obstacles in their life? Why, with all this information, why don't they do this? Why don't they, eliminate foods such as gluten? We all know about it. Why don't people do things? They hire a coach in any different kind of capacity, meaning one-on-one, your membership, your retreat, your high-end ticket offer, your mastermind, your one-on-one, self-paced group, etc., because you're helping them to navigate the path. That's what a coach does. A coach actually helps that person who is so overwhelmed with life, so stressed. They've been struggling with their own, their own narrative. They're either their own state of, feeling hopeless. Maybe they had that experience in their own life. You're helping them to what? Go forward. You're showing them the way, not just because it's the program, but it's because you are like, hey, let's really talk about like these safer alternatives. For those of you who do beauty counter, Young Living makeup, there's endless possibilities. doTERRA, so many network marketing companies, or maybe you even have an affiliate to your favorite products. You can sit there and really help this person save all the stress, save all the time. What this program gives you, look right here, an adrenal cocktail. What that program gives you and why we hire, which is why we're different than people who, I would say, create general content. There's all different names for it, but it's because we hire people who are actually in the coaching industry that either have taught this information or do it in their own practice. So when you're thinking about how do I use it, what do I actually do? How do I actually deliver this in my one-on-one? I want you to actually think, if I was delivering this in a one-on-one or in a membership or in a group, wouldn't it be amazing to have these little cheat sheets? It's the same conception as if you buy one of our large membership packages. There's homework. These are the cheat sheets that save you time. They help you solidify what? Your package on what's included on your work with me. When you're on a discovery call, when you're on a webinar and you're closing people to a discovery session, or you're saying, guys, I'm starting this program in February, April. I'm starting this in May before we go into the summer because I want you to be supported. You are able to show them, able to explain to them, when you work with me, you're going to have all these cheat sheets. I'm going to break down. I'm going to make it easy for you in your busy life. What's the biggest objection when it comes to sales? The biggest objection is, I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have time. I don't have money. We can sit there and show amazing information, but if we don't address, I put this program together knowing how busy people are. That's exactly why when you work with me, these are the notes you get. When you sign up for my mastermind at $597 a month, let's say it's a 3-month program, my 1,700 and my 1,555 program, you get access to all of these handouts. How you deliver them, guys? Don't let yourself go into perfection and get stuck on that. Straight up. Sit there and think, you know what? if I'm working with somebody, what's the easiest way for them to consume? Truth is, I sat there and sent people Dropbox links. I made the structure on a document. Back then I used Word, but I would do it on Google Drive. And I made the structure session 1 or step 1, step 2, step 3. And I would actually put that Dropbox link directly there. If you actually did that on a Google Doc, you could save that as a 1 intro manual that said, you know, this is how we're going to start. You could also, of course, if you use Practice Better, copy and paste this in, because you have not only that, but you have all your module specific handouts. Here we have information on a little, you know, why do we have to do a hormone detox? You could have an entire video on hormone disruptors. You can have an entire video on how to actually start a hormone detox. We're talking about bringing DIM in. We're talking about castor oil packs. We're talking about the reasons why, which is the name of the whole program, why we have unbalanced hormones, really bringing that person into the quiz. Using this quiz either as a freebie, using this quiz to either pre-qualify people, using this quiz at the moment somebody signs up for your program. And they're like, hey, can you take this quiz? Because I really want to be able to serve you the best. Many people even use this quiz on the front of their site. Hey, take this quiz. And then let me just blow your mind right here, because this is how many possibilities is that if we went right to the business folder, I'm not going to break down all of them, but if we went right to the business folder, that quiz could lead right to this PowerPoint. Thanks so much for taking this quiz. Fill in your information. I will personally call you, but before you go, I wanted you to see this masterclass. The reason that we put these components in is we know how hard it is for you guys to actually to build your business. So I just wanted to, you know, come in here and show you how simple it is, because this is the video. Of course, I'm doing a video response to the person in customer service, because anyone who buys from us, if they or potentially buying, I want them to see that it is easier than we think when we're actually building our business. So guys, I'm going to peace out. I'll see you later.